Engagement Director here at Trinity Church Streetsville, and I am so excited that we are continuing our live stream for the very first time, and we get a chance to do that during the ministry fair that is happening right here, right now, outside of the sanctuary right after our service. So thanks so much for joining. We are excited because we have 21 tables and 30 ministries, all representing the various groups that contribute to the life of the church here at Trinity Church Streetsville. Some of these ministries are long-standing, and they've been here for years and years. Now, some of these ministries are brand new, and this is their very first year being represented at the ministry fair. But regardless, we can consider ministry something that is done when we give our time, our talents, our resources, and, as Rob mentioned, our hearts to be a blessing to others. But I like to think that in giving of all of these things, we are as well blessed. Trinity is heading into a time of significant growth. We are going to be heading to a time of 2 services very soon. So there is no better time to get involved in the life of the church here at Trinity. So what I'm going to do is wander around to various ministries, meet some of the ministry leaders, and get to know a little bit about who they are and how we can be involved. Well, we have one table over here that we are going to visit, and we are going to first start it with the coping table. Here we are. I'm going to be right here for the coping table. It's very busy here, so just bear with me. We're going to meet table number 1. May I have your name, please?
Hi, I'm Annie Shalvarchian.
And what is your table?
My table is the Streetsville Coping Program, which we've been running at Trinity since 2013. So every fall we run a bereavement support group for people in the community who've had a death in their family, and it's a very difficult time for them. They're hurting, and we try to give them emotional support, and also the love that Jesus gives us, we share with these individuals.
Thank you very much. Now, can you let us know just a little bit about how we can be involved? Can we sign up for the program, or can we contribute or support to it even if we haven't experienced grief or loss?
Actually, we have a brand new flyer that talks about the support that individuals in our church can provide. We're asking if they could provide hospitality support. Every time that we run our group, we host food for the individuals, because often when you're grieving, you forget to eat and look after yourself. So if a life group, for example, or an individual who wants to do it in memory of a loved one would like to sponsor the food that for that evening, we run it for 8 weeks, and we would welcome that. You can contact us through the church office, and we can do that, yes.
Thank you very much. This definitely sounds like a ministry that would be very important for so many people. As well, it would be a ministry that many different people can get involved with as well. Maybe your life group would like to help support the coping ministry. That would be great. Now we're going to head over to the prayer chain. There's a lot of chatting happening. Hello. May I have your name, please?
Susan, yeah.
So that's Susan, and we're going to find out a little bit about the prayer chain. Can you tell us a little bit about the prayer chain?
Yeah, it's a group of people who pray for other people. When we get a prayer request, we send out an email to all of the people, and everybody prays for whoever.
That's wonderful. Right now we're talking to our online audience. If someone is at home and is a member of Trinity but doesn't come to church, can they still get involved in the prayer chain?
Sure. We usually, it's a group that it's confidential. So what it is just, and if you want to be involved, yes, I think that's great.
So there's opportunities to get involved. Thank you very much. So if you're part of the online group, you can get in part of the prayer chain. You can also still submit your prayer requests to the prayer chain, and they will be happy to pray for you. As Susan mentioned, it's all confidential, and it's done in a loving heart. We are now moving on to the Home Visitors. The Home Visitors is one of our newer ministries here at Trinity. May I have your name?
Ruth Flynick.
So we've got Ruth, and I'm going to ask Ruth just to tell us a little bit about the Home Visitor Ministry.
Hi. Yes, we started the home visiting ministry back up again. I think post-COVID, it was not happening as much. But now we have 5 teams of 2 people each to go visit and provide communion as desired to those in the home setting who aren't able to make it out to a service. Training is provided, and as I said, they always go in teams of 2. We also are providing visiting to people in hospital when we hear about that as desired.
Thank you very much. That was great. And I think that the home visitor table is going to be very popular because they have a candy dish. All right. Thanks, Ruth. All right. We're going to head over this way to the Stephen Ministry table. Come with me this way. As you can tell, it's very busy. We have a lot of action going on. We have a whole team of people over at the Stephen Ministry table. Who would like to talk at the Stephen Ministry table? Who's our spokesperson? Wow, don't all fight over it, guys. I think we've got Tracy here going to tell us a little bit about the Stephen Ministry. Or Stephen, which one would like to talk and tell us about Stephen Ministry? Oh. All right, I'm going to hand the mic over to Tracy.
Hi, Online Trinity. This is Stephen Ministry, and we are a group of trained volunteers who offer one-to-one care to people who are going through a difficult time in their life. It could be, you're grieving the loss of a loved one, you're lonely, you've lost a job, you're new in the community and you don't know anybody. We basically meet with you for 1 hour a week as members of the church, and we listen, and we pray for you, and we offer encouragement and support. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Stephen Ministry. We're going to actually now head into the room that used to be the library. So as you see, we're going to fight the crowds. We're going to walk through here into this room where we have 2 different ministries. Oh, hello. We're going to Oh, it's time. I'm not sure where Gary is. It's just Diane. It's the Diane show here. We are now in the room that used to be the library, and in this room is our table for the community Bible study as well as the prime time group. I think Diane can wear all the hats. She just wears all the hats today. So Diane, do you mind just telling the online viewers a little bit about community Bible study, which I think we call CBS, as well a little bit about prime time?
Well, they're 2 very different things. Community Bible studies we've been hosting at Trinity for many, many years, and this year we're doing a special core group here, and it's on Wednesday mornings at 9:30 to 11:15, and we're going to be studying Christian living, and it's the study of the book of Philemon and 1st and 2nd and 3rd John and Jude. And then after that, we're going to do a study of Ruth and 1st and 2nd Samuel.
I'm just going to ask a quick question about CBS. Can anyone join?
Our particular core group is for women, and yes, anyone can join. There is a co-ed group that runs on Tuesday evening online that we are also a part of. And so if you have any more questions about it, you can always contact me.
Thanks so much. Now we're going to put her on the spot because Gary was supposed to be here, but he's not. So Diane, can you just tell us, maybe shove over to the next chair? Now she's Gary, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the Prime Time group.
Well, Prime Time is a group for seniors at Trinity and their friends. They're invited in to bring friends from the community along with them. And it's just a time that we meet. We used to meet once a month, but we're down to like 5 times a year this time. And our first meeting is September 28th on Thursday afternoons. And so we meet from 1:30 to 3:30 and have a great time just kind of getting acquainted with each other, have fun activities, sing, usually a speaker of some kind on an interesting topic to us. And it's just a wonderful time to connect. And it's particularly people, you don't want to admit you're a senior, but you know, if you've reached 65, that's what we consider a senior, and so you're all welcome.
Amazing. And I don't think we're checking anyone's driver's licenses either. So if you would like to join Prime Time and you fit in the senior category, that would be great. I know they're a very active group and they have some really exciting events that happen. And if you do have any questions about any of the ministries that are going on here, feel free to give us a call at Trinity or email us at info@trinitystreetsville.org. Now let's continue back out into the very busy hall and find a few other groups. We're going to walk past the welcome table. Maybe we'll just wave at the welcome table. If you come to Trinity, the welcome group will be happy to answer any questions that you have. We're going to stop for a second at the Chancel Guild. Here we have the Chancel Guild, which actually this ministry was referenced by Rob during our service today. They are sometimes considered a behind-the-scenes ministry, but very important to the life of Trinity. I'm just going to ask them to tell us a little bit about who they are and what they do. Would you like to tell us a little bit about what the Chancel Guild is?
The chancel does is sets up the vessels for Holy Communion. So we bring out the chalices filled with wine, the bread baskets, doing the appropriate candles, making sure that the proper color of the church season is on the altar. At the end of the service, we do the cleanup, which is getting rid of the consecrated stuff, which means you either bury it, eat it, or burn it. You cannot throw anything away. So there is a process in doing that. Then you wash chalices and wash linen, and you're all done.
Thank you. Thank you. Again, a very important ministry here at the church, so it's very interesting, and they are always looking for new people to join their group. We're just going to wave at the communion assistants. Would you like to tell us a little bit about being a communion assistant? All right, this is Nellie. All right, let us know a little bit about what you do here at Trinity.
Okay, so it's my passion. Like every week, we celebrate the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So we serve communion, and so we serve the real blood of Jesus Christ and the real body of Jesus Christ. So the assistant server in communion, and they are giving this to the people. So the first time, you're going to be trained for that, and it's really very nice. I really enjoy it, and it's my passion to serve. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I love hearing that we're finding pleasure in our giving and in our ministries. When we find something that we love to do, that is what it's all about. We're going to skip past the prayer and worship group right now. Change of plans. We're going to join in. We've got the prayer and worship table here. May I first just have your name?
My name is Rick Bradshaw.
All right, Rick, you are at the prayer and worship table. Can you tell us a little bit about what the prayer and worship ministry does?
So we organize, we're trying to encourage corporate prayer in the church, which means praying together. So we have a monthly prayer and worship meeting on Sunday nights, first Sunday of the month. And then at the beginning of each year, we have a week of prayer where we encourage people to come every evening in the prayer and into the church and pray. And also at Easter, we're running a Good Friday prayer vigil. So it's really about organizing that and then getting involved in those services.
Now, Rick, just a quick question. Who can get involved? Can anyone from the church or community come to these events?
Absolutely. Anyone can be involved. At the moment, we're not doing online versions of this, but that would be somewhere we want to grow. So, but all our planning meetings are done on Zoom. So if you're interested and you maybe can't make it to the church, but you live somewhere else, but you have ideas, you want to get involved, maybe help us expand into the online world, then that's exactly the kind of people we're looking for. Or anybody, if you're interested, just get in touch with me.
Thank you so much. Again, I think that we are now heading into a season where we're back to doing our worship nights in person, so we're really excited to get that started. Now we're going to just head over to Grace here. Grace has been doing ESL, which is English as a Second Language, for several years. Hi, Grace. We are actually doing a live stream interview with some of our ministry leaders. Can you tell us a little bit about what the ESL group is at Trinity?
Okay. It's a group of mainly seniors, and they come from different parts of the world, okay? They are usually shut in grandparents looking after young kids. so they're not fluent in the language. Now, the ESL we teach is mainly conversational, stuff that would give them confidence in going to the drugstore and to the grocery and to get on a bus and even to talk to people. Yeah.
That's great. What an important ministry. And I believe, Grace, that anyone from the community comes. They don't have to be church members to come to the ESL group. This is a community-based outreach program. Is it community-based outreach? So the people that come aren't necessarily members of Trinity?
No, they aren't. They are not members of Trinity. But some have joined the church. Yes.
So a wonderful outreach ministry that happens. Thanks, Grace. All right, we're going to actually backtrack through here. You might notice we have coffee hour set up. The cookie trays are starting to dwindle. Maybe there's going to be a few cookies left for me. I'm not sure. We're going to head right over past the coffee hour and visit the table that is the Trinity board. Wow. We've got some lovely people here representing the Trinity board. I believe actually all people at this table are members of the board. But we've got Kyla over there who does our neighborhood assessment group, which is one of our new groups. But I think I'm going to ask the Trinity board to tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do. You know, don't all raise your hands at once, guys. No, we need the mic first. Just let me know your name and what you do.
So the Trinity Board basically provides governance to the church. We help make some major decisions around operations and any type of programs going on. And during our annual meeting, when we need to, that's when we decide who the new board members are going to be.
Thank you. Amazing. How many people are on the board?
I would say that we're in the process of gaining some new members. So right now we probably have at least 6 or 7, and we're getting quite a few more.
Thank you. And thank you, Curlin. Bye, Kyla. Now we're heading back out into the lobby towards some more ministries. As you see, it's a very active place here. Oh. Here we are. We're going to head towards the cemetery group. I see the cemetery team here. Hi, we're doing some live stream interviews. Hello. So first, may I just have your names?
Oh, I'm Laura Levitt.
Debbie? Hello, Laura and Debbie. Which one of you would like to tell us a little bit about what the cemetery committee does?
We've been around for a few years now. Well, there's been different iterations of it over the years, but this current one, a few years. And our mission has been to try and beautify the cemetery and honor those who have gone before us. And so we beautified it. As you can see, there's new walkways and the fences were just painted. There's the new Sam and Hazel McCallion Memorial Prayer Garden. And so now we have our newest projects are we want to plant some daffodils in the fall to just make it look nice and sunny every spring. And we also have in the background, we have this new database. We're trying to keep really good records on who's there, who can be there in the future. And so we want to do more historical research and put that in the database as well so that people can just click and go, oh, that's my Auntie Grace, and she was, a settler of Streetsville, that kind of thing.
There certainly is a lot happening in the cemetery. I do notice your Come Plant Daffodils sign-up sheet. Can anyone sign up for that?
Sure, anyone who's interested in any part, just or in the background stuff, or more just planting and making it prettier.
Absolutely. Okay, so if you have any questions about the cemetery committee, you can again email us at info@trinitystreetsville.org. There are definitely lots of ways to get involved with this committee. It's very active, and if you haven't had a chance to check out the new developments that have been going on in the cemetery, please make sure to come by and check it out. It's a great place of peace and rest and, as Laura said, beauty. Now, we're going to head over to the women's ministry in just a moment. We have Karen here at the Women's Ministry. Again, a ministry that can be very active at some points. If you are a man, I'm going to have to say no boys allowed here, but we are going to we're going to talk to Karen. She's going to let us know a little bit about what's going on with the Women's Ministry this year at Trinity. Hi, Karen. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on this year at Trinity with the Women's Ministry?
Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, everybody online. Women's Ministry is a way to connect women with each other, and our goal this year is we're going to plan some Bible studies, and we will have online groups as well as in-person groups. And then we have women's breakfasts and women's days apart, and in the past we've had hikes. And we're always looking for ideas of different events to plan, and we're always looking for people to organize, whether be an online leader for Bible study or something along those lines.
That's perfect. I'm looking forward to it for sure. Now we're going to continue on down along our window here to the Trinity Moms Ministry. Again, a ministry for women, but specifically for moms. And Jen Searson has been heading up this ministry for a few years now. Jen, can you tell us a little bit about Trinity Moms?
Okay. So Trinity Moms is an extension of Trinity Tots. Trinity Tots meets on Friday mornings from 9:30 to 10:30, and then we have an hour that's just for the moms. So we have childcare for the littles, and then the moms will come and just have time with each other, and it's a time of just encouragement and care for the moms. There's also moms that come that don't have little kids. Their kids are in school or older. My kids are teenagers. So I'd say 50% of the moms are moms with little kids, like toddlers and babies, and then 50% are moms with kids that are in school, and they just come for the mom time. What we really could use help with is people to help mind the babies. The ones that have babies and toddlers need someone to take care of their little ones. So if you have a heart if you love babies and toddlers, then we could definitely use help with care for them.
Thank you very much. And my kids have all gone through the Trinity Tots, and I have definitely been a part of the moms group in the past, and it's wonderful. So thanks, Jen. All right, hope you get a lot of sign-ups. We are going to actually head towards the youth table here. We have a new youth leader at Trinity Church Streetsville, and I wonder if he could just tell us a little bit about what is going to be happening in the youth group this year. All right, Zion, welcome, first of all, to Trinity in this new rule. Can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect for youth group this year at Trinity?
Sure. So youth group is going to be every Friday for up to 4 hours. We split them into 2 age groups this year. So we're going to have the junior youth, which is grades 6 to 8, the middle school age. They're going to be here at the church from 6 to 8 p.m. And then from 8 to 10, we've got the high school aged youth. And while we're here, we're just going to be playing lots of games. We're going to do fun activities, and we're also going to have time for Bible study each night, of course. So we'll just need people who are good influences for the youth, and they're willing to have fun and play games as well. And then on top of that, we're also going to have about one Friday each week. We're going to go out and we're going to do a fun activity like mini golf or go-karting and trampolining, something like that. So if you're willing to come out and help supervise and have fun there, that would be awesome as well. And that's about it.
No, that's great. We're looking forward to it. Youth group starts next Friday. So if you are new to Trinity, if you are new to the area, you are welcome. Bring a friend, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, you may have seen Grace before. She's our kids director, and she has 3 different signs on her table. So maybe Grace, 4. Okay, Grace is chatting away, but she doesn't have the microphone. All right, she's going to let us know a little bit about what's going on at her table.
Hello, I'm Grace. I'm sure you know me. You're probably going to have to turn down your volume because I am a very loud person. I actually have so many ministries that I have an extra table here. So let's start out with this table. This table here, we have knitting for others. So we have a group of congregants who meet at the church from 1:30 to 3:30 every Wednesday, and they get together and they knit different projects. So some of them go to children's aid, some of them go to long-term care homes, and so they do lots of knitting. Actually, a way that you could get involved is if you love to knit at home, you could knit at home, and you could maybe drop off your knitted stuff, or you could mail in your knitted stuff, and we can get those to all our donations. Another part of my table, let's go to the opposite end of our table, is we have Trinity Tots. So every single Friday morning from 9 a.m. till 10:30, we have a little play group together, and caregivers and moms and dads and grandparents are welcome to bring their little ones who aren't in school over. We have toys, we have crafts, we sing some songs, and it's just a time for caregivers and parents to come and have a cup of coffee and just talk with other people who are in the same life season as them. As well, on a Sunday morning, we have Trinity Kids. If you watch the live stream, I'm sure you see me dismiss them every week. We have different programs from anywhere from newborn to grade 5. It's a great way to serve. It's a great way to meet new people. And our last one, my most favorite one, is our community events. So why don't we open this up? Elizabeth, can you open that for me? So here are some of our community events coming up. We have Dog Day, which is fun. We have them over. We have little competitions for your dogs. We have prizes for humans and dogs. We have Trunk or Treat, which you can have families come on out. You carve a pumpkin and then do some trick-or-treating from everyone's trunks in the parking lot. We will be handing out free hot chocolate at Christmas in the Village on November 18th. And last but certainly not least, we're going to have a gingerbread house decorating evening. Now, I know I just sped through all of those super fast, but we're going to have all that information coming up on our social media over these next couple of weeks. But this is a great way to maybe invite your family with kids to these events. It's just strictly there to serve the community and love them and welcome them. There are also a bunch of different ways you can volunteer. So for Dog Day, you can help set up or take down. For Trunk or Treat, we love to have people handing out pumpkins, welcoming the families, and of course, we need people to bring treats from their trunk to hand out. Obviously, you can't have Trunk or Treat without treats from the trunk. Say that 5 times fast. You can't. I know. And then we have Christmas in the Village. If we're handing out 1,000 hot chocolates, we need some help making 1,000 hot chocolates. So that's a way that you could come in. For gingerbread houses, this is actually one of my most favorite ways you can serve. So if you have a gingerbread man cookie cutter hanging around, you can register here, and you'll receive a recipe for gingerbread, and then you can bake your gingerbread and drop it off at the church. So we'll be using this gingerbread to hand out to our families who come to the Christmas Eve service, to the kids who come to the community kids Christmas party, and at our gingerbread cookie decorating event. So I know I just went through lots of things with you. If you have any questions about knitting, community events, Trinity Tots, or Trinity Kids, please feel free to reach out to me. My name is Grace, and my email is grace@trinitystreetsville.org. Thank you so much for coming to my table. I hope you have fun at our event.
That was a lot of fun, and that does seem like a lot of fun. I'm a little disappointed there's no cat day. I have 2 cats at home, but dogs are all right too. So we're going to head over to the sanctuary, but as we do, we're going to pass the online table. That's my table. And because we're a newer ministry, that means we have some newer volunteer options. What I'd like to do is just let you know that I'm looking right now for people that can do some online reading as well as do some intercessory prayer. And what that means is doing some pre-recorded scripture readings or doing some pre-recorded prayers. Send them in ahead of time, certainly something that I can help you with, and then we can have that on during our live stream. So I would love to have you join me as well, if you are interested in hosting, if a microphone is something that you like and you'd like to be in front of the camera, I'd love to have someone join me as we're looking to do a few more online segments in the coming weeks and months. All right, let's head into the sanctuary. Okay, we've got, I believe, a few tables set up in here. Hello, Rob. Hello. Rob, how are you finding the ministry fair right now?
It's very, very exciting. Yeah, I just hoped everybody knew that there was also some tables in here, but as you can see, there is a good crowd of people for all the tech stuff, which is great. Yeah.
Excellent. So that means we're going to see some of the people that are often behind the cameras and behind the scenes.
That's right.
All right. Well, I hope more people find out about it in here. Oh, actually, I don't know what he's talking about. There's a big crowd. We've got a crowd, but we're going to talk to the worship band as well as to our AV and tech team. So we have Stephanie here at the worship band. And Sean, are you also here at the worship band table? Sean, would you like to tell us a little bit about the worship band, what the worship band does, as well as what the commitment looks like?
Sure thing, yeah. So I've been working with the worship band for a long time, and we have many different opportunities, including vocal opportunities, instrumental opportunities. If you play an instrument, it doesn't necessarily have to be like electric guitar, acoustic guitar, drums, those sorts of things. We're also completely open to concert band instruments, like if you can play the trumpet or the saxophone or anything like that, it would be super cool to have you work with us. The commitments basically align with how much time you have for rehearsals. Right now we're doing rehearsals on Thursdays, and they're like way after when work would be and those sorts of things. It's like 7 o'clock-ish. I kind of forget. But it's later. We do those rehearsals, and then we also have early Sunday rehearsals as well. But yeah, if you're interested, please sign up. We would love to have you with us.
Thanks, Sean. That's great. Definitely, I know we have a lot of talent here at Trinity, and if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, we'd love to see you come out. So now we're going to just sort of wiggle our way through here. We have Stephanie, and we've got our speaking role people over here. So our speaking role ministry involves those who do online hosting, those who do online, or who do not online hosting. What am I talking about? Who do in-person hosting, and who do in-person intercessory prayer, and who do our in-person readings. But we're going to skip past them right now and get right to our tech team. So here is Alex. He's busy, a lot of people interested in the tech roles, but I'd love to talk to Alex and Liz about what the tech team does here at Trinity. There are a few different roles. Hi Liz, hi Alex. Could you guys let us know a little bit about what the tech team does at Trinity?
Sure. Yeah, there's a huge blanket of media roles covered under the tech team. So we have camera operators, there's video switchers, audio, what else? Photography, and there's also in-person slides. You want to talk to us a little bit about what happens with that?
Yep. So there's the projecting the words on the screen, everything that people see on the screens, the words to songs and the liturgy, that the person in the back booth is a projectionist who makes all that happen, and those words also appear on the live stream as well. So really, really important part of the service. And I've been talking to a lot of people who've been really interested to learn about this, which it really excites me, I have to say. And I've been talking about how having the words on the screen is a real a fabulous expression of hospitality as well, because it's a way to ensure that everybody has access to the words and they can participate in the prayers and the singing. It's just a great opportunity, and it's a lot of fun, and it's sort of behind the scenes as well. So for people who maybe don't like being up in front of a group of people or whatever, they can have a really significant impact in the service and with the congregation, and they don't have to be in front of people, which is always a good thing.
And piggybacking off of that, it's a great way. Right now, we're giving accessibility here to everybody online who's joining us right now. And there's lots of ways that people can get involved, and this is the new era right now. Everybody's online. We need to provide this service. So it's really helpful to have a huge base of volunteers that can come. It takes the load off of everybody if we can all share that responsibility, because it's not going away now. And we have, multiple camera operators, so you don't even have to sign up for every Sunday kind of thing. It could be once a month, could be twice a month, could be even less than that. So I would definitely suggest we have an orientation that's coming up. And if you're interested at all in tech, we have any range of background, could be amateur, anything. We'll train you up. As long as you're interested and you have drive, you want to learn, then you're hired. So come on down and even just come for the orientation. We'll show you all the gear and decide then whether or not you're interested and what that commitment might look like for you. But yeah, lots of roles and excited to see all of you joining Tech Team.
I sense a competition here at Trinity. Who's going to get the most sign-ups? Well, I see a few sign-ups there on the tech team, so they may be in the lead. Actually, I don't know. I'm just giving them some false hope. But as you notice, I'm wearing gardening gloves, and that's because the theme of this ministry fair is Ready, Set, Grow. And at Ready, Set, Grow, that just means that we are looking to develop and to strengthen and to grow our ministries here at Trinity, so that we had some plants, we had some garden hose, and at Ready, Set, Grow, we hope that you can help Trinity to develop and to grow as we move towards our mission, which is to love Jesus, to live like Jesus, and to lead other people to Jesus. As we know, Jesus himself, like Rob said, did not come to be served, but to serve, and that's what we are called to do as well. So if you find it in your heart to join the life and the mission of the church, we would love to have you. Thank you very much for joining, and have a great week.